What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Ramble, aka the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo!
Dead ass, I was gonna do that. I swear to God, I was like,
I'm gonna make it a thing, you know. I'm just letting you guys know. First of all, it's Friday night. We are on a time schedule today because
we're leaving.
we're leaving. So we have a fun night planned because it's actually okay. So my brother barely turned 21 last month, but he was gone. I told you guys before it was my yuck that he went to Nashville and I wasn't able to make it. So today we're going to a cowboy bar. And we are on a time limit, and I just want to let you guys know that something about these Happy Dad teas, they make me feel kind of weird. Do you know what I mean? You can ask her. I'm not a chugger. I chugged 2. And when I say chugged, I mean chugged.
Like literally chugged.
I finished it.
I did mine in 4 sittings real quick. But
you took 4 minutes with yours.
I had a straw.
I know. I chugged mine though, dead ass in 30 seconds. And I never do that. And I'm feeling it now. The rest of this podcast is low-key going to be deep because we do have a little bit of a story time for you guys today because she went on an unhinged date.
I was creating content.
She was out there doing
Thinking
the Lord's
of y'all.
work. Yes. And she started to tell me about it and I was like, stop.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this on the podcast.
So we're hearing it first.
Yes. Well, I mean, I heard a little.
Yeah,
as soon as she started telling me something.
I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, let me stop.
Honestly, though, I was thinking, as soon as she was I was going to say DMing, not DMing. Writing with this guy on, what app was it?
It was
Bumble. As soon as she was writing, I was like, the red flags are there.
Oh.
But, we didn't know that she was going to meet up. She met up with him and the red flags turned into nuclear bombs.
They were scarlet red, okay?
Yes. But before we do get into that and our hot topics and all that stuff, we do have some things to address, okay? And the rest of this is going to be lighthearted. Our hot topics really aren't that deep either, just letting you guys know. But this is just something that was on my mind from last week, and I do feel the need to address this. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my God, you don't need to address it, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I know as the channel grows, as our viewers grow, new people come in, I get it, but I do feel the need to re-explain that we are 2 ordinary people having 2 ordinary conversations. We are not political commentators. We are not educated in everything that we talk about. And I want to make that so blatantly clear that we do not know everything, okay? And on top of that, too, speaking of politics, I have always said, look, I grew up in a family that's always said, don't talk about religion and politics. The thing is we are sitting here for 2 hours, okay, talking about everything, and I don't want to shy away from talking about specific topics.
It's like asking us not to talk about buttholes for 2 hours.
Literally, and I like to talk about buttholes. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just saying this. I feel, and this is, look, obviously everyone's opinion is fully up to theirs. I feel like we are 2 genuine friends having genuine conversation on camera.
And we just got the balls to put it on camera.
And exactly.
And luckily, most of y'all like it. I think that's how it went.
And you know what? As the channel grows, I already told her we're going to get several haters because people are going to think that we're conservatives. People are going to think that we're liberals. And the truth is, we are 2 people who are just right down the middle who see some things on the left, some things on the right. And when it comes down to speaking about politics, first of all, I don't ever want to talk about politics because I am not well versed in that. I'm not educated in that. But the conversation's going to come up. Questions are going to come up. So I don't want to shy away from answering them. And I'm specifically talking about last week when we did answer a question that was something political. And I answered it honestly, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat things. I'm going to tell it to you guys straight. And I'm letting you guys know that moving forward, if this is not the podcast for you, I totally understand. Unsubscribe. Thank you for watching.
We're very well aware that we aren't for everyone.
Yes. We're very unhinged.
And we're not sensitive. You're not going to hurt our feelings about it. But like we said, from day one, when we put ourselves out there, if you're sensitive, this is probably not for you.
I've said that on my main channel, too. Every time I'm like, if you're sensitive, don't watch. Straight up, don't watch.
The beauty of humans is that we're all different.
The beauty of the internet is you don't have to watch, too.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling her because, honestly, some people were triggered with some of the things that I said in last week's episode. And I understand, okay? I get it. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you don't have to watch. Nobody is forcing you to watch this. You can click away. There is hundreds of thousands of other podcasts to watch. So go watch those. The thing is, at the end of the day, her opinion's her opinion. My opinion's my opinion. And that's it. Just letting you guys know. And on top of that, too, we're going to talk about, and I'm going to sound like a dick right now, just keeping it real with you guys. This is our show,
Ooh.
and we're gonna fucking talk about whatever we want to talk about. So none of you guys are going to steer us away from talking about anything. Once again, don't get me wrong, and I've told her
we're
this.
open to suggestions, but also
Suggestions, sure. Don't tell me what to do.
We are very firm and we're not pushovers by any means. So,
girl, I ain't never been called a doormat in my life, and I won't be a doormat on the internet.
Ma'am.
So,
ma'am.
I'm sorry. I just want to say this. Moving forward, letting you guys know we're gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about. If that makes you uncomfortable, I'm sorry, but I do believe, and I've said this so many times before, conversation is the only way to growth. If you sit here with a one-tracked mind, how are you going to learn? You know what I mean? And you guys see us interacting. We interact in the comments in every single video and have genuine conversations with people. But it's one thing to have an open, honest conversation, and it's one thing to attack, okay? And we never really come from a place of like attacking. Of course, we're well aware that we are very opinionated people, and we do obviously have a couple drinks before filming this, so we come across a little bit,
maybe?
a little abrasive. But also at the same time too, like, we are open to hearing everything, and we would hope people would feel the same. But also, if you guys don't want to hear what we have to say, then don't watch.
But honestly, since day one, before we even filmed a first video together, we were very, very adamant on we're just going to be ourselves.
Yep.
We're not going to worry about cancel culture. We're not going to be worried about, X, Y, and Z. We're just going to be our authentic. We're not trying to bully. We're not trying to shame. We're not trying to do none of that. We're just trying to be our authentic self. And we're literally just two friends. We're literally friends in real life without the internet. And we're just putting our conversations on the internet. And luckily, most of y'all have liked it and it's working out. And we literally look forward to this. But we're real, and if you don't like it, we get it. But like, we don't give a fuck if you don't like it. That's what we're trying to say.
No, honestly though,
but if you love it, we love that you love it, and we're here for you, and we're gonna keep doing it. But if you don't like it, we literally don't care. And if you want to type it out and let us know, that's cool. But we literally don't care. Like,
it's still not gonna persuade. Like, I just want to say this. It's not gonna persuade us by you saying, don't talk about this. Bitch, that makes me want to talk about it more.
We're gonna put an episode of that shit out.
I'll do 2 episodes of it. Like, I'm that type of person, whenever you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it even more.
Yeah.
Like, stop,
But honestly, though, we love, like, all the feedback we're getting. It's so exciting. It makes me so excited. I look forward to this shit. Like, even though it's, like, not, we're nowhere near where we imagined to be. Like, we are putting all our effort into this, and we're just being our true selves. Yeah. And if you love it, you love it. If you don't, we get it. Like, and we don't think you're going to agree with everything, because I don't agree with everything this fool says. Yep. He don't agree with everything I say, But
that's the beauty about
look at
humans.
Us, we're still sitting here together. Yes. You don't got to, But anyways, that's all we were trying to say.
Yes, I just had to get that off my chest, because moving forward, letting you guys know.
He got enough on his chest.
Girl, about 7 pounds on the right and 7.5 pounds on the left. Girl, this one's bigger.
You want to talk about this while I do it?
No, you can't see it. Okay, you guys, this is not my. I put it this way so that way. No. I know it's confusing. Okay. I know.
I'll learn.
I know.
Trust me, girl.
So you guys, my friend Rosa, she gave me a $100 gift card to Amazon for my birthday, and I did tell her this is not part of my yucks or yums. Okay, it low key probably should have been a yum, but whatever. I was supposed to use it for other things like this podcast, because I'm going to like retransform a corner of my room so we could have a new different setup. But I was like, summer's coming. We got trips coming. And y'all, me and my family love to go out to Solvang. Like, we go out there, I would say maybe like once every like 3 months. And we go to this farmer's market, and we're always like, oh my God, like, if we could keep this cold, because every time we go to Solvang, we go to Santa Barbara after for dinner, and then we'll go to the outlets in Camarillo. So it's like a good 6 hours till we get home. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get this cooler that plugs into your car and keeps everything cold. And not only does it plug into the car, it plugs into the wall too. So you can take it into a hotel if they don't have a fridge there. Also, it keeps things warm. And I'm so sorry, but this is the best purchase. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, you guys can look it up on Amazon. It's called the Ivation.
Ivation.
Yes.
It's baby blue and gray. It's maybe 2 feet tall.
Yeah. This one, well, they sell different sizes, but I have to say, I'm like, you know what's, I literally should have always had a damn, how do you call that? Amazon storefront?
Absolutely.
Never. I've talked about somebody. Hey, this is how you know it's real. I said go on Amazon, look for it yourself. I don't have no damn link, so clearly I'm not affiliated. So far, I barely got it today. It kept these drinks. Well, I have mine on ice because I like these Happy Dad iced teas on
I
ice.
just grabbed this one.
It got them cold down to 40 degrees, y'all, and it plugs into the car.
And
So,
it's like you can grab it and pick it up if you wanted to walk
here,
out.
you know what? Just to show
Okay,
you guys, that's
Hey!
it right there. And I was like, we're gonna plop this right here, y'all.
We're gonna get up for our drinks. No more.
No more. Although I'm still gonna have to get up to pee. But anyways, y'all, that right there. Anyway, sorry
We're
that this.
working on that.
Yeah. Well,
Next
give me a
purchase.
catheter, girl. Can I purchase a catheter on Amazon? Like, look, I gotta pee so much. I'm a tinkle cream. Y'all, just letting you guys know we are pre-drinking today.
And if you get a glimpse, I have shorts under. Don't OnlyFans me, bitch.
Oh yeah, she has shorts
got shorts.
on. It's
'Cause
the
I got
same
my-
color as
I
her
got my
camel
boots
toe.
on. I said, we're going where?
We're going to a
the
cowboy
country
bar. Yep.
Girl, don't play.
Anyways, y'all, sorry to start off so abrasive, but I was like, y'all, and then look, as soon as the channel goes, I'm just letting you guys know we'll probably have this conversation again. We're gonna talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this off with our yucks and our yums. You go ahead and take it first.
You ready,
Ladies
princess?
first.
Let's talk about it.
I love to be called a princess.
My yum, honestly, I was thinking about it today. I thought I knew it. It changed today.
Okay.
My yum is that this is the podcast prior to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas, and
So
I'm ready.
every
And
yum
the-
of your every yum is because it was last week that you had, or no, 2 weeks ago that you had said your yum is that you're going to Vegas.
well, that I put my time in. But this yum is that one, and the weather hit the 80s. I showed you that.
Oh
remember?
yeah, for the
And I'm
whoa.
just
But
pumped.
did you see it's gonna be like 59 at night though? That's a big jump.
Is that cold?
59.
Well, good thing I'll
Going
have my
from
liquid
80
jacket
to
on, ma'am.
well,
I'm just
I
pumped.
freeze
I'm
when
so
I'm drinking.
excited. I'm
Me
excited.
too. Once again, if you guys have not seen, we're going to Vegas next weekend, and
We're gonna film there. We're gonna film content there, some form.
Well, we're definitely gonna film TikTok, y'all. Make sure you guys follow us on TikTok. Oh my god, but I always want to
Questions?
start off.
Okay,
We're
go.
building up a full-on Q&A episode, so please drop your questions down below. We asked it in last week's episode.
We're not ignoring them. We got the ones
yes,
that have been asked.
we
so
want
far.
to do a full
We're
episode.
trying to get a compilation.
Yes, a compilation.
Mhm.
Anyways, so we're gonna try our hardest to film an actual podcast in Vegas. But once again,
I'll push for it. We'll do it. It's okay.
don't hold us to it, okay? Because it really depends. So,
What if somebody gets lost? Like, you know, anything.
what if it's the Hangover Part 4? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, what if someone's
We'll
on a
wake up with no
roof?
tooth.
Well, girl, I'm already missing 2. I can't miss a 3rd.
But I think my yummy. I'm just so excited.
Dude,
Like
I'm
now that
ready
it's
to
set
go.
Friday, come Monday, I
7
get a
days.
4-day little work week real quick to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Don't play with me.
And I got this ice chest
And
right
ice
here.
chest,
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna have a time.
Okay, so
we were there last year at at that exact time.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, when I cracked my rib, y'all. It
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
Not it being a 12-month anniversary and us going back on the. And by the way, that was not a weekend though. We went during the week.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
crazy.
random.
That it happens to be the same exact day.
The same exact day. That
When
we're
you
going.
just sniffed right now, did you watch back the podcast and see what the fuck I was talking about? When you're like, this applies just to you, and you fucking sniffed hard as fuck.
I know you're talking about, but I didn't mean anything by it.
No,
But
I
what you're
know.
talking about.
No, I
Yeah.
know. But did you see it though?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was like, it was aggressive. And I was like, yeah.
I didn't mean no.
I was like, oh my god, people like to
No,
make shit up.
Drinking is our drug of choice only.
Well, if
I
I had,
smoke weed.
if
but
I had money, I
Would
would
you?
do a little.
I never. Well, you know, I never tried any drugs besides weed.
I literally was just kidding. I was just
Oh.
kidding. I'm all, ma'am. I said like I like
think
my
I'm too
nose.
scared.
I had an
I'm
aunt.
scared of drugs,
Well, I had an aunt. What
which
the
is crazy.
What are you really?
Yeah, I'm too scared. Like if
But you
somebody was
pop
like,
Plan B every weekend.
girl, I ain't a Plan B since I was like fucking in my fucking early 20s, and it didn't work. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, I didn't take no
rude.
Plan B.
Okay, I like how I always have to like. You started off with your yum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, should I start off with my? Bitch, my yum. I went out on Easter.
Do I not know?
Yes, you do know,
Oh, okay.
ma'am. I literally told you all about it. Okay. First of all, I went out on Easter, and the thing is, in my immediate family, we used to always like celebrate Easter. We were supposed to have a barbecue, but it rained, and then it like stopped raining. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out, and I went out with my uncle, and my uncle's in a throuple. But before I
Three
had,
men.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Are there? Wait, you just unlocked something in me. Are there throuples that is like?
Yeah, 2 women is common. Like 1 man and 2 women is common.
Do the 2 women hook up?
Yeah. And then they're like, "This is our man. We share."
In the Sister Wives, you think they hook up?
The sister wives, no. I think the sister wives
They
are more
just share.
separate relationships with him.
Oh, dude, that's
yeah,
weird.
but I there's definitely thruples where it's 2 women for sure.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense if they're like bisexual. I guess in my head I was thinking about Sister Wives because they don't seem like they.
No, they even have like their own houses, like connected.
Oh.
Yeah, like in the well, I haven't. My homegirl would watch it, so I'd watch it. Like there would be houses, and they'd be like connected, and everybody's house is like connected.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Ma'am.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Don't get me started on Sister Wives. Have you?
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I know what it is,
I feel
but
like
I've never
if
seen it.
you watched it and seen the main the husband.
Well, I know
you
the
would
guy
be
with
repulsed.
the long hair.
But if you seen him like just like living.
No, I'm repulsed by the way he looks.
Yeah. Oh, so just
he looks like he passes out bowling shoes at the bowling alley.
And then honestly, one of the wives, one of the sons, unalived themselves recently. And he was probably like 22.
Oh my god.
Because it was like it seemed toxic. I mean, obviously, like.
Well, clearly,
even if it's normal.
I think thruples are toxic.
But
personal experience.
Anyways, that show's wild as fuck.
Yeah, and then also, not me saying he looks like he works at the bowling alley.
He's
my
also
shirt
the beast.
Like I'm like, this is a bowling alley shirt right here.
Okay, so what's the yum on Easter?
Okay, so I already told you. She already knows because I like spoiled it right away because I was like, oh my god, dude, this was like such a trip. Well, I guess it was a yum, but then also it was kind of like a yuck because first of all, I never get hit on. I was on the way out and I was like, oh my god, I gotta like stop to get food, so I stopped at El Pollo Loco. This is a yuck and a yum. Yes, exactly. I got fucking propositioned at El Pollo Loco, y'all. Honestly, never happens. Never happens. Like, this was weird. So I was like, it's a yuck and a yum. It's not my yuck, but it's like a yuck and a yum because like low key, I was like, someone hit on me and it was blatant. You know what I mean? Like it was obvious. Because I'm that type of person that somebody could dead ass come up to me and be like, you're so handsome. I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah, not thinking, over my head. I'm like, they're just being nice. You know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, so I pulled through this El Pollo Loco, which, by the way, what the fuck is wrong with you? I got one shrimp taco that came with 4 pieces of shrimp, y'all. It was $5.79.
For one taco?
For one taco. And I do have the receipt in my car. Deadass.
I'm done with it.
Because I was like, I specifically asked for the receipt. I was like, can I have the receipt? Because I was like, this has to be an error. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, he charged me for 3.
Yeah.
It was one. $5.79 in Long Beach, California. Anyways, y'all, as I'm there, I pull up to the window. The guy like this, deadass, he goes, hey, what's up? First of all, I immediately...
How are you looking me up and down and I'm in my car?
First of all, I'm like, why are you saying, hey, what's up, as if I didn't order at the damn drive-thru box? So I'm like, why are you telling me, hey, what's up?
One shrimp taco?
Yeah, I was like, do I have to order again?
What'd you say?
I was so caught off guard. I just said, hey. I was like, hey. And then I am not kidding you. I'm sitting there with my fucking card in my hand, and I'm like, is he going to tell me my total? And he's just like low-key kind of staring at me. And I'm like.
Did he look gay?
No, at all.
He was like cholo vibes,
He was super cholo, like
was
super cholo. I don't think so.
But
that's
like,
why I said.
Was he like, you know, okay, not to you, I get that, but was he hot in general?
I'm sure someone thinks he's hot.
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, Stephen Hawking has a fucking wife. Like, come on.
You got a point.
Okay. You know what I mean? So, anyways, y'all, I literally, dead ass, he doesn't even tell me the total. That's why I specifically asked for the receipt, too, because I was like, what the hell? Well, because I have Capital One or whatever, and I gave him my card, and as soon as like it goes through immediately, it shows you how much the charge was. So it said,
your phone?
Yeah, to my phone.
Okay.
So it showed. I had my phone right there on my lap, and it said $5.79. I was like, the fuck? Because he didn't tell me at all. Like normally when you order, they'll be like, oh, so and so amount, and you give him your form of payment. I had to hand it to him. He goes and he charges me, right? And I see the charge or whatever. And then he says, what are you up to today? And I was like, oh, I'm just going to go to the bars, you know? And then he was like, oh, what are you going to do after that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then he was like, well, if you're not doing anything after, you should come by. And I was like, first of all, you're at El Pollo Loco on Easter Sunday.
Honestly, good for him.
Girl. Anyways, and then you know what he told me? He says, if you come back by, let me know and I'll hook you up. First of all, I have so many questions. First of all, how am I supposed to let you know?
Reach you?
Yeah.
Should I pull up in the drive-thru? Also, he said something about your brows.
Oh, that was how it all started. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I remember that.
So when he said, hey, what's up? I completely forgot all about that because I was so distraught by the whole, hey, what's up? You know?
And the way he's staring at you. You're like,
and then, well, wait, I'm so stupid. After he stared at me, he deadass was like, your eyebrows are really nice. And it was crazy though because I would have bet my life on it that he was straight. Like
Yeah.
he didn't sound gay, look
He got a
gay,
little
act
taste of the
gay.
curiosity, girl.
I think maybe that he was in jail for a little bit, you know what I
Dead
mean?
ass.
And then he just got out and then I don't
Maybe he
know.
liked the idea of like a man, a man.
Maybe.
And that's a shame.
Well, he looked like he was short, and I'm like, okay, I was sitting down in a car, so I'm like, you're barking up the wrong tree because I know that I was like probably 5 feet taller than him.
Yeah, he didn't know how tall you were.
Girl, it was like a chihuahua and a pit bull. Like, girl, how's that gonna work?
She said a great day.
I'm like, that's not gonna work out.
Oh Lord.
But anyways, that was my not that I was not into him in the slightest. I'm so sorry.
No,
but
it was just fun.
But yeah, I never get hit on, literally ever.
I literally told him, I was like, we're gonna go back to that Pollo Loco at the same fucking time frame, just so you know.
I would be like, well, first of all, are you spending $5.79 on my taco?
Yeah, I literally if we see, I'll be like, oh my god, he's there. Let's go. Like we're gonna be looking out, and then we'll go pull through the drive-thru.
We're gonna be on the lookout before this.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom first.
Oh my god. Anyways, that was my yum of the week. So go ahead with your yuck.
You know what my yuck is?
What?
What did I send you about 3 hours ago?
Oh
that my
God.
OkCupid got banned, reported, and banned.
Jesus Christ is literally out here sending her signs.
Okay, because last night we got me a Tinder. I'm back on Tinder after because I don't know if you remember, I got banned like what was it, November? Or Bubba's wedding, December.
Yeah, December.
I got banned from Hinge, so like Hinge and Tinder are sister companies. So all my accounts got deleted. I wasn't able to make another one.
And Chispa.
And my fucking Chispa, I couldn't make.
Because if y'all didn't know, if you guys didn't see our dating app story,
connected.
yes, Tinder literally owns it all.
So I got banned from all of them. Like I would even use different, like my sister's phone number or whatever on my phone, and I couldn't make accounts. Like I literally had to use. So last night I'm here with Tim, and we used the iPad and make an account, and it works. So then I would get the login, and I go on my phone. So back on Tinder, swiping away. Anyways, but today, I don't know. I don't even use OkCupid. I was just desperate because I couldn't use like Hinge or Tinder.
That was the main dating app like 10 years ago.
OkCupid?
I was even on OkCupid.
It's okay. Okay, didn't mean a pun, but it's not like I wasn't talking. I think I had like 2 messages in there, and then I get a message today like at 4:00, and they're like, your account has been banned for breaking the conduct community guidelines or something, and I know for a fact that I didn't do anything, and I'm positive there was a guy that anybody could report you, but I assume that guy had messaged me 3 days in a row, and I have ignored him. And like in the beginning, I interacted with him, and he got weird, and I was like, "Bitch, I ain't replying to you." Like he was like, "Oh, we were at my grandma's party, and we got her drunk. I'm in Puerto Vallarta."
And he's like 43.
He's old. He's an older man, and I was like, "Why are you messaging me that?" So I just stopped replying. I didn't like unmatch him or anything, which I should have. Now girls, if you don't want to talk to somebody, unmatch them. Because
anybody could report you.
There's a thing called revenge reporting, and
in the oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? In the
app world?
No, you said revenge reporting in the dispute.
In the appeal. So
in
then
appeal.
Like I get an email and like I screenshot and I send it to him, and I'm like, "Are you like?" I literally just went through this.
She has been banned for more apps.
All these apps,
anyway,
and I don't like. I swear to God, I don't do anything wrong.
I deadass told her, I was like, "Did you call somebody a bitch?
I'm calling somebody names, and I'm like, I swear to God."
Yeah.
But
no, because I'm just saying, not that I think it's bad. Like, say for example, if you're talking to a guy and then he cracks a little joke, and you're like, "You're a bitch."
And
I don't think that's deep, but it could cause the system. But
what happens is revenge reporting is when somebody gets
mad at you, or if you unmatch them.
Yeah, they can report you on no basis. And the thing is that there's bots controlling all these apps. It's not humans. So they'll go through your messages, and if there's one bad word, they're gonna like say if I be like, "Oh, my fucking day was a pain in my ass," or like
today was such a bitch. Yeah.
You're reported because you're using a bad word. They don't look at the context which you use that word. And the fact that you're able to appeal on the basis, like there was a click bar in all the reasons you want to appeal.
And it literally said revenge.
That was the reason. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And then I was pissed because like if OkCupid fucks with all my other apps, I'm going to be heated.
I don't understand what's up with these grown ass men reporting a woman.
Because you don't want to, because you don't reply. Like, the fact that it was a reason for appeal, that shows that it's very common.
Yeah. But
Revenge reporting.
also, my whole thing is too, and I told her this. I was like, "What's up with these apps that they are so easily triggered to delete accounts? Don't you want users on
Ma'am,
your
not only do they
platform?"
delete on that, they'll delete on any platform they're affiliated with. Like,
Yes.
example, I got banned from Hinge and or Tinder. One of them I got banned from, and it deleted 3 of my dating profiles.
She Spa, Hinge, and Tinder.
For life.
Because Tinder, I forget the name of it. It's called Matching something.
Matching
Owns
Group or
all
something.
Matching Group Incorporated.
And I get it. Like, yes, if somebody's a creeper and you can see that very clearly as day, like.
Well,
keep 'em off.
also don't
use bots.
Don't delete everyone from all 3 accounts, and you can't even appeal it on that. You remember?
Oh yeah,
you tried
they
to
didn't
appeal,
get for
and
the whatever I got appealed for in November. They never let me get whatever I got banned for. They never gave me a chance to appeal. And I swear on my son, I didn't I never recall an incident where like, oh, I see where something could have happened.
Yeah.
Like, I'm convinced that it's just revenge reporting, which is crazy. Like, how are these men doing that?
I'm sorry, but
Like,
we
you're
live in
sissies.
we live in a world to where even if, say, for example, if you were talking to a guy and he was just an asshole, and you said, "Damn, you're such an asshole," the fact
You're
that
blocked from all the accounts.
yeah, the fact that you can't even call someone an asshole, that's being an asshole,
And honestly, okay, Cupid is not my cup of tea. I was just like, whatever. It was just the point that triggered me after me dealing with what I dealt with in November and trying to get back on him, having to borrow my friend's electronics to get on it.
Dude, maybe Kim Jong-un owns all these apps, bitch. Because this is some
no,
shit.
He would let us talk some shit.
You think
We're
so?
not talking about him.
Ma'am,
We're
they're
talking
only
about
allowed to get
Americans.
2 different haircuts in North Korea. So, I mean, come on. Are you sure
He's
you're
all like, you sluts are on the
You
dating
can literally
apps.
only watch TV shows that have him in it. Do you think he'd let people talk shit? No, he would not.
I'm just like, I was so like, and honestly, I told Tim, I was like, I appealed it right away, and not because I want my OK Cupid back.
Just for the principle.
I really don't care. I was just pissed.
Yeah.
I was like livid, and in my review, I was like, there is nothing on my profile or in my messages because I know they have access to the messages.
But honestly, though, I think probably in one of your pictures, though, because you got a fat chonch, it probably was camel toe, which was probably X-rated.
They're like, she's posting nudes.
Yeah, yeah, you can't be showing the camel toe, girl, and not you wearing the camel color today.
I'm what's the cool camel crush guy?
Jay-Z. I already know my yuck. Actually, I don't have to look back on this.
Jolene.
Dude, I feel like I could do a full episode on this. My yuck, honestly. So I haven't spoken to a friend. I won't name no names. I haven't spoke to a friend in a long period of time, right?
This is my first time hearing this.
And it's funny because you were there. Well, no, you were there that night, but then later on, I haven't talked to this friend, and mind you, I've known this friend for years, right? But it's always been a very one-sided friendship, and I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like the more I feel that I give to somebody, they'll give it back to me, which I have learned over the past couple years that I have become. People have now labeled me as petty because whatever you give me, I'll give you. But the thing is, I've learned that in life. I was never that way, and I do feel like it is necessary to be that way. So, in this perfect example, right, with this friend, I had always been there for her for everything. Okay, this person would call me, FaceTime me, text me with all their problems, looking for advice, for opinions, everything. And me just being the type of person that I am, I would sit there and hear you for hours and hours and hours, right? Well, there was one time, this was probably about 1.5 years ago now. It was, going on 2 years ago. You remember when my ex was going psycho? He would not stop calling me, stop texting me. Y'all, my ex was going psycho. Like, he was hitting up all of my cousins through Facebook. He was hitting up people that I was following. He was commenting publicly on my page. We're not getting into that right now. That'll be a
full 2 episodes for you.
Probably 7, honestly. Like, it was the most dramatic thing that's ever happened in my life. So he wouldn't stop, and I didn't know what to do because he had already threatened me with so many things, and not bad things that you guys are thinking of, but like revenge porn, let's just say. He would threaten me with things that we have made, which now I look back and I'm like, never in my life will I ever record myself doing anything because that was held over my head.
If it ain't on your phone, don't record it.
No,
girl.
literally.
Period.
Literally. And I'm like, dude, what a grimy piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
So this person, I'm not exaggerating, got my mom involved, my dad involved, my brother involved, my sister involved, my nana involved, my uncle involved, like my aunts involved.
Nana.
I know. And mind you, my nana at this time had just had her 3rd stroke. My nana had her 3rd stroke. And the fact, I remember talking to Rosa, like breaking down in tears because I'm like, he knew that she was in the hospital because of her third stroke, and you are fucking hitting her up while she's on fucking 17 medications a day, and you're hitting her up. Do you know where Tim is? Do you know where you're fucking a piece of shit.
Yeah, a literal piece of shit.
So during this time, I would go out like crazy, obviously, because I'm like, okay, this is my escape. This is how I get away from problems, whatever. I went out with her. I went out with 3 other friends, actually. And while I was out, y'all, I looked down at my phone and I'm like, oh my God. I want to say it was like 15 text messages.
Like 17. Why am I remembering 17?
Dude, it was a lot. Missed calls, FaceTime, WhatsApps. And I was like, oh my God. It definitely, like, I'm not exaggerating. I know you guys are going to think that I'm dramatic. Oh, also he would call me through Facebook Messenger too.
Oh
so it was probably in the 300s just of this one night. And honestly, of notifications. Yeah. And I was out there living my best life. Like, I'm not the type of person to be out there. Like, when I'm out, I'm out. I'm not on my phone, you know?
Yeah.
So I had got back to the car, and as soon as we got back to the car, I was like, oh my God. So mind you, this friend, she was driving that night. So by the time we had got back to the house or whatever, I had a complete breakdown because I didn't know when this was ever going to end. This was like something so traumatic to me because I was like, there's no end in sight. We had been broken up for so long at this point. It's still going on. What the fuck do I do? So I am not the type of person, and you can ask her, deadass, when have I cried in front of you?
I can't think of a time.
Exactly. I don't cry in front of people. I don't break down. I had a breakdown.
Yeah.
And she was, consoling me and telling me blah, blah, blah. When I tell you I hadn't heard from her maybe in about a year after that, didn't hear from her. Not, hey, how's everything going? About, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing, right? All of a sudden, she just hit me up this week. And she says, OMG, life has been so rough. Everything's been so hard. Can you talk? I need somebody, whatever. And I'm so sorry. Call me fucking petty. Didn't write her back. So that's my yuck is... First of all, and then I'm
so confused.
Hold on, and I do have to throw this out there that this person is 5 years older than me. 5 years older than me. Because if you were younger, I could understand, like, oh, okay, you're caught up in this, and that. But I'm like, you're 5 years older than me, which basically means that you're almost 40.
You're 40.
Yes. So, I'm sorry, but, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I did tell Rosa, I was like, I feel bad for not writing back, but at the same time too, there's that side of me like, stop. You can't keep giving to people. You haven't heard from
them since that message?
Yes.
Which was last
year?
Not
since that message. No. What do you mean since that message?
The LAX one.
Oh!
Yes.
Well, ma'am, you shouldn't have said that, but because now that put it out there, because yes, I forgot about that.
But
well, also this. Okay, now that she said LAX, let me give you that.
Didn't reply to that.
We're fucking being raw as fuck here. This same person who I hadn't talked to literally at this point, and I'm like, damn, bitch, you put it on blast. But whatever, I don't give a fuck.
I'm like,
I know. I was like,
well,
what are you
now
talking?
You know we don't edit shit out.
Yeah, for real, we're real as fuck here. This same person who I hadn't talked to in so long hit me up out of nowhere. Can you take me to LAX? I was like, what world are we living in? And I'm so sorry. This person I basically grew up with, like, the fact that this person never cared to say, hey, how's everything going? Are you doing okay now? Not once. Are you fine? Do you need somebody to talk to? When she was going through something at one period of time, she sent me a 7-minute and 19-second voice message, and I'm like, girl, you could just call me if you're sending me and I love voice message.
Let the message go that long.
Me neither, bitch. Well, it's sent as an audio file. It didn't even say it as a yes.
I love that you knew it was 7:19 actually.
Because it was that crazy.
I am honestly out of that whole story, what I'm most baffled at is the lack of self-awareness from that person, that you have the audacity to message me after all this no contact and all this, like...
And you know what's so crazy? A normal person, even that could semi-read a room, would be like, hey, hope all is well, hope you're doing good, and then go into it. That wasn't even the case.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, like, I'm not cutting them slack or anything, but it's like, well, like, how are you that... like detached from reality that you don't know? That's not appropriate.
I just think what it is there's some people in this world that the world revolves around them.
We just talked about this. I said, is it either this, you're so selfish that you don't care, or that you're so not self-aware that you don't realize you're selfish as fuck? Like, what
I
is
just
it?
think that some people genuinely don't care.
Well,
I think
it's both. There's both people that exist. They don't realize because they live in their
no,
own world.
no, and you know why? Because I'm sure that there has been several people out there in the world to tell them that, hey, like I feel like I'm doing all this for you and you're not doing this for me, and they continue down that
But
path.
I'm so self-aware, bitch. I would never text somebody a year and a half after not speaking to them, let alone diving into like hit you up random talking about my life is really going through the mess right now.
Well, I think, and this is just my opinion, because obviously
Yeah.
I don't know, because obviously I haven't talked to
You
this
didn't
person,
reply, yeah.
but I think that this person thinks that because, oh, I'm traveling here and going here, that people have this fucking perception that if you're going on a trip and you're going out, that your life is peachy keen, everything's fine.
Man, we just put, honestly, what I've realized is like,
Us as a society, we put the good things on the internet.
well,
That's it.
No, I admit it. I do. Why would
Me
I
too.
put my problems on the internet?
Do you think I'm gonna get on my
I mean,
Instagram stories and cry?
Dead ass, like here we will say our bad things,
It's a
but
podcast.
this is different.
It's a podcast.
But before this, like, why would I go on Instagram and like put like, oh my god, this guy I've been dating just fucking told me that it's moving too fast and he doesn't want to see me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, why would I put that on the internet? Like, but if I'm in Japan, I will put that on the internet.
Absolutely.
But I don't give a fuck. Your life could be fucking fabulous. Don't hit somebody up after a year of no contact. Like, just.
But my thing is still
I
after.
would literally be
ma'am,
like,
it's
hey,
almost,
how are you? If I wanted to
actually,
open a contact
I
door.
think in June. I think it was in June. Because, yeah, that makes perfect sense in my head of the timing of my ex. I think it was in June. So in June will be 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
I think I may or may not. I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, but that's my yuck. I'm
That's
like, damn, you're
crazy.
gonna go and hit me up, and like, I'm so sorry, but
don't feel bad. I wouldn't feel bad.
I just feel bad because I'm that person that always has to be there for someone.
I understand why you feel bad because I would feel bad the same. I understand that.
Well, hey,
But
it's been 3
I'm
days and
telling
I haven't
you,
even responded.
as
So.
another level-headed person,
Yeah.
like, girl, they're out of their mind. You're not crazy. They're
Yeah.
crazy.
I just think that it sucks though
If
because
it was your homie, I'd be like, you're a bitch. And I do tell you, I'm like, if something's wrong, like, I have no problem voicing that to you. But no, don't feel bad for that.
Yeah.
No.
I just always feel bad though because I think what it is because I'm the type of person, you know how we talked into like a little bit of the mommy issue things. So I feel like because I didn't have someone there for me that I always want to be there for someone else. And
you're great at that.
But it's taken me, and I'm still 34 years old, still learning that I need to not always be there.
No, because it's not
people.
you should only be there for people, one, that you value, because one, you know that if that's you on the other side, that they're going to be there for you.
Yeah.
That's what friendship is about.
Oh, ma'am. And you know what? Looking back on the whole thing, this was a 100, and I'm going to say 100%. 100% one-sided friendship.
You didn't even need to tell me that. I could have guessed that based off of this. Like, you're 39 years old, whatever, how old, and you text somebody after 1 year of no contact, divulging and just expressing all your sorrows in life.
And it was 6 messages.
And you don't
six messages.
And you don't even say, hey, how are you? I've been thinking about you.
Yep.
Even if you do have an ulterior motive of like dumping all this shit on you.
Yes.
Bitch, put an intro paragraph in that bitch.
Yep. Hope life is treating you well.
Hey, what's up? Like, can we talk?
Yep.
I've been thinking about you.
But I'm telling you though, God will straight up put things in front of your face.
Don't feel bad.
I feel like God will put things in front of your face to be like, here's another test. Are you gonna fall down the same?
Are you still a dumbass?
Yes, exactly.
And I failed many of those, but I passed.
No, I'm fucking passing it all now.
Well,
and you
now,
know,
yeah.
Well, you know that because I'm like, I'm sorry, but everyone who knows me now will be like, damn bitch, you're petty, because I'm that type of person now to where if I text you and you ignore me, then I'm gonna ignore you.
That's why I have 4 friends, because I'm not giving like it's like friends are just like I feel like relationships are the same.
Across the board, a relationship is a relationship.
For base level.
Yes. Give and take. Yep.
And then from there, it's like, okay, boyfriend relationship, friend relationship, family, like it changes.
The only difference when it comes down into boyfriends is sexual stuff. The rest of it, whether it be your family or friends, yes, it's like that's what relationships are. Like, I'm gonna help you out this time, you help me out this time. Like,
absolutely. And that's the beauty of a relationship when you actually find that.
Because other than that, why do you need it?
And it's rare. I do acknowledge that it's rare, and I think as I get older, I realize it and I value it. But it's like, man, I have like 4 friends and I've literally known them all 10 plus years. Like, don't feel bad. I understand why you feel bad, and that's a very valid feeling, because low-key I would feel bad.
Yeah.
But also,
well, I think the reason too why I feel bad is
protect your peace, bitch.
No, well, I'm protecting my peace, but then there's that side of my brain that's sitting here wondering, oh damn, maybe this person really has nobody else.
Why did they hit me up of all people?
Yes,
yeah, I get that. I get that. But also, it's not your my problem.
Yeah,
that's not
my problem.
you.
Because honestly, I have to keep it real.
Would you have done that? Like, you would never do that.
Never. But then I do have to say, like, during this time, I felt so bad. And my friend Rosa can attest to this. Because I didn't open up to you about this, if you don't remember. Because this is where we barely started getting close. Like, I think we were close at this point for, like... Oh, well,
that's like...
yeah, well,
that's where... That's, like, the only thing I remember.
Actually, that group text was probably that night. It was probably that night.
I know, and look, deadass, I think I still have it in my phone.
Yeah. Look, one day I'll feel comfortable opening up about my ex, but the problem is this motherfucker is the type of person to watch these podcasts and retaliate, and like, it's like, come on, you know.
But we have plenty of stories. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll pick one of my exes out of the hat and just go off.
Anyways, what I was gonna finish on is during this time though. I felt like I couldn't go to Rosa all the time because she was the only one that I was steadily, and I was like, damn, this poor girl. Like, she has her own life, she has her own problems. So the fact that I opened up and broke down to her, I didn't break down to you, I didn't break down to your sister, I broke down to her. And nothing.
But honestly, the beauty of a friend is that you're allowed, like, even if you have 10 bad days in a row.
But bitch, this is why I think sometimes it's hard for me to fully open up, is because situations like that. Like, fuck, when I do.
Well, not everybody's like that.
Ma'am, I've known this person for just as long as I know your sister. And the fact that I was like that, and the fact that I didn't get no care, no love, no affection, no fucking. Who they are. Yeah.
You know.
Whatever.
Love that.
Anyways, yes, I was like, y'all, that could be a whole ass another motherfucking episode, is stop giving people what they don't deserve.
No, it's just about give and take.
Yeah.
In any relationship you have, it's about, like, give and take.
Bitch, I've realized in 99% of mine that I give 80% more than what I take. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me check the time. Oh, by the way, we're on a time schedule today. I do have to pee.
Wait,
should I pee before we... Yeah, before we go pee, before we get into our Would You Rathers, let me go pee. We'll be right back.
We're back from outer space.
Sorry, I had a tinkle.
Are you ready to get into some?
Yes, let's get into the Would You Rather.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that YouTube... put up a age marker on our last Would You Rather that I posted as a short.
What do you mean an age marker?
Like, well, first of all, we can't make our 46 cents from it because our one and only YouTube short that has like 3,000 views on it, girl, we made 46 cents from it. So
what did we say bad?
I don't want to say it got banned because it's not banned, but it's up on there, and then it said that this is not appropriate.
What did we say?
Because it was talking about like licking a bum's asshole.
Oh,
and I didn't filter it out.
Honestly, it's hilarious. So.
Hey, TikTok let me put it up, and TikTok didn't, and TikTok is more sensitive. So.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
I'm excited.
I saw that.
Dude, you need to fucking mind your own business.
Well, why'd you turn your phone this way?
Because I was trying to read. Okay, in front of... this was Kill Tony inspired.
Okay.
And you know what that means. In front of thousands of people, would you rather live perform a 3-minute solo stand-up act or sing and dance choreography with 2 other people, strangers? But all of these are completely sober.
Well, how could it be choreography? Because...
Well, you're all going to learn the same. Like, you don't know these. Like, they're not your homies.
Oh, okay.
So would you sing and dance... or do 3 with a group, or do solo 3-minute stand-up comedy?
3-minute
all
stand-up.
Of this is
3-minute stand-up comedy.
Sober?
And honestly, if I were to ever do a comedy show, I would have to do it sober because
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Girl, I'm on my tip-top shape, so I can get the jokes down.
Oh, so
like,
you would do that?
100%, yeah.
It's only because we're going to Kill Tony, we were watching it, and you were like, there's no fucking
I'm not
way.
going up. Well, I wouldn't, but you're saying, would you rather,
no,
girl?
I feel that. I couldn't either,
there's no other option, girl, so I got to do what I got to do, and I'm not going to dance because I can't dance to save my life, so why would I do that? Why is my phone saying Total Wine? Read a room, ma'am. We went yesterday.
Friday night.
Yeah. My phone is literally telling me to go to Total Wine.
Okay, love that.
Okay, so would...
Oh God, here
dude,
we go.
no, mine are
shit.
no last weekend I was watching them back,
yeah,
bitch.
we ain't making no shorts out of this shit tonight.
Dude,
okay?
my last week's Would You Rathers were good.
Yeah, I know, and I did change. I thought I changed mine because I think I'm gonna choose threesome over anal. I was thinking about it, and I wanted to make an announcement.
I was thinking that too because
I watched it, and then I was like, I need to address this on the pod.
Okay.
And we're reverting, and we were gonna do threesomes every time. We're not doing anal every time.
Okay.
That's it. I did think I was like, no.
I agree. I'm like,
so I'm backtracking on last week, and we're changing the Would You Rather. Put that in the books.
So you're doing anal every time.
We're doing threesomes every time. Starting tonight, bitch.
Cowboy country. Okay, would you rather cut your hair into a bob for 5 years Oh, so stupid, bitch. Or only wear pandas for the rest of your life. This bitch hates pandas. If you guys don't know, pandas are the black and white dunks, which, by the way, I literally just bought a pair of.
A bob for 5 years?
A bob for 5 years are pandas only for the rest of your life.
5 years, bitch. The next 5 years might be my best 5 years. Fuck.
Dude, I couldn't even imagine you with a bob. Like, that would be...
I know, deadass. Like, I think I would just wear the shoes. As long as they were fresh, I would wear them.
But also, too,
I have like 20 pairs.
Dude, but like black and white goes with everything.
Yeah, I feel like my face is too big to have short hair. Like with this slicked ass ponytail bag, I'm like, God damn.
Really?
I'm just not.
So, knowing how many pairs of shoes you have, you'd commit to only for the rest of your life?
I would make it like my trademark.
Well.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Slutty ass dress, ready to go to the club with some pandas on.
We're all going to Dre's in Las Vegas, and you're like, pandas. They're like, no, butch. Go
I'm like,
away.
You don't understand.
You're like, if I take them off, I'll die.
Yeah, I was like, I'm committed. Yeah, I don't know about cut. It's not that I'm afraid to cut just that short is just too much.
A bob is
and
short,
then for 5
girl.
years, I feel like, bitch, in the next 5 years, I'm trying to meet my person.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen with a fucking
Maybe
bob.
they like
and then
bobs.
I was going to say how short is your bob, but I'm like already knowing what your bob is here. So.
A bob's a bob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to give me a full-blown Robert. So.
Well, I'm all girl. You look like Magneto. So come on, girl.
Yeah, no.
Okay, come on.
Oh.
On today, we're on a time crunch today. We got a powerhouse
we're
to these.
speedrunning.
I know.
Okay,
Normally this would be 3 hours.
You ready, girl?
Mm-hmm.
This is a good one. Would you rather have an 18-year-old come out as your child that you never knew, you never raised them, or raise a child till they were 18 and find out they're biologically not your child?
Oh, 100%, bitch. Have the fucking kid come out at 18 years old and say, I'm like, hey, I didn't pay for you for 18 years.
But you wouldn't feel like
No.
You wouldn't feel like you're missing
Why am I
something?
barely fucking knowing?
Maybe the mom was a slut. I don't know.
Well, then maybe I was a
it's
slut.
realistic, but wouldn't you feel? I feel like you would feel like, oh fuck, I missed out on my.
No,
kid.
I think that if I was like, oh shit, this is my
You
kid,
have a heart.
I would partake now.
At that point, well, that's
But what the fuck
do
do you want me to do? Like pay fucking back pay? Oh, here, let me $1,200 a month for fucking 18 years.
I thought that was a good question.
It's a good question to ask somebody who has kids. I don't have kids, so I can't relate.
Yeah,
you know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah,
but
right.
also at the same time too, I think of it because I'm a cheap fuck. I think of it as like a financial standpoint of like, hey, I got 18 years out without having to pay child support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
so
I get it. Okay, fine. Sorry.
yeah, but I mean,
I thought I was onto something there.
But let me say this: if I did raise a kid that I thought was
I wouldn't
mine,
let it go at 18.
Well, no, and that kid would also think that I'm their, they them.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I mean you would just count it as a bonus at that point, bonus child in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either which way, no thank you to both, cause girl, no kids for me.
We know you like women, and they want to know about all your girlfriends you slut.
Oh, I know.
And
I
will
saw
tell them.
that. We'll talk about that.
Everything I seen.
Okay, ma'am.
God damn.
Not this, dude. I don't know. I was uninspired this week, but I think this is decent. Would you rather be on Joe Rogan's podcast but find out he's an asshole, or be on Theo Von's but he's boring but you get to hook up with him after?
Theo Von, you're not gonna tarnish my image of Joe Rogan. And then
you look like Joe Rogan. Has anybody ever told you that?
Just you, bitch. No, I'd be sad if Joe Rogan was an asshole. I'd be like, oh, that sucks.
I know. They say don't
And
meet
then-
your idols.
Yeah, and then two, like Theo Von, which he could be boring, but if you want to like link up, bitch, linkity dink.
Would you pull on his mullet?
No,
Oh.
no, I don't want nothing.
What if
to
he
do with that.
wanted you to pull on his mullet?
Probably.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
why not? What if
Yeah.
you found out it was fake, bitch? What if it was a toupee?
Like in fucking little Velcro snaps.
Dude,
It's okay.
that'd be cute.
I'd be like, great, good. I didn't like it anyways.
Yeah,
You know.
like you bald.
Oh. But no, honestly, more so that instead of like the fact that I want to hook up with Theo Von, it's like I don't want Joe Rogan to be an asshole.
I feel like he's probably an asshole.
I agree.
I feel like he probably is.
I get that.
Like he's been in the show business for
I mean,
so
what did he
long.
say about The View?
Girl, don't get me started on The View.
Ma'am, would you rather?
Dun dun dun.
Pictures included for your pleasure.
I saw the fucking picture already.
So you tell me now, are you gonna eat a balut egg with the little fucking fetus bird inside, or are you gonna eat this little bull scrotum here at the bottom?
A what?
The bull scrotum.
That is not a bull scrotum.
Ma'am, it sure is. I did my research today. I'll send them to you so we can post these.
No, you can't post that.
Why?
Yeah, they'll take that shit down.
Just Google bull
Just
scrotum.
Google, yeah.
It's repulsive. Look at the black dots at the bottom. Like, what is that?
You know what's crazy is like even if I chose something, I physically like I would throw it. Like
you wouldn't be able to finish it.
Like I wouldn't be able to finish it even if my life I would end up getting killed because
you need
I would
$5
try.
million when you finish. Well,
and I would try, but I don't. For $5 million, dude, that would be life changing. Both. No, but I even if you said $17
I feel like
billion
once I feel the texture of that dead bird in there, like I can't do it.
No offense to the Filipinos.
No, not at all.
But it's just kind of like obviously in American, like
we're repulsed by like live animals.
I was gonna say American culture, not in American.
American culture's so stupid. Like they swear like in Japan.
Ma'am, at KFC we have genetically modified chickens with no beaks, no feet, and
McDonald's
no feathers.
Is not superior meat.
If I guess, damn, which one's smaller?
Man, that's a big testicle.
It's huge.
It's the size of this. It's like this big.
Honestly, I think I would try to go for the bird, and I think that it would
you're out of your mind.
I think I would just try to swallow it because I couldn't swallow that testicle whole. That bird is small. I could see the hand.
Bitch, the beak and the claws are gonna scratch your mouth on the way down.
But it's easier to just try to straight up swallow it than
like. Why I know, I'm like, girl. I already started.
Also, that balut egg, Cardi B just tried to eat the other day, and she was even like, I'm an adventurous eater, and then she was like, no, can't do it.
No.
My last one, this is only for people that know 90 Day Fiancé. If you guys do not know 90 Day Fiancé, you're not going to get it. And I mean for life on this one, okay? There's no alterations. No, you can't cheat. If you cheat, you're out.
Death. Okay.
Yes. Would you rather marry Jasmine or Nikki?
Jasmine.
Really?
Mm.
Ooh, that's a hard... Bitch, I thought that was a hard one. I was like, ooh, I don't know what the fuck I'd pick. If you guys know Jasmine and Nikki, woo!
They're both equally emotionally and
they're
mentally
fucking
unwell.
Unhinged.
Nikki's trans, but she's a woman and she has a coochie.
She does? Confirmed, huh?
She has a coochie.
I think so, yeah. Oh, yeah. Justin said, yeah.
Even their bodies are damn near the same, bitch.
I like how you, as a female, are analyzing their bodies. So you're lesbian.
I know. I'm like, yeah.
Jelly's coming out as lesbian yet again.
I admit
for the seventh time.
Tim asked me the other day, he's like, would you have sex with a girl sober? And I was like, probably. I was like, if the vibe was right. Like,
no, she said no at first.
And then you're like, yeah, you would. And I was
like, but you did drunk. And she's like, okay, yeah, I probably would. I was like, fuck, what the fuck, bitch?
Yeah, Jasmine, because Jasmine has a very loving side like me. She's loving. She's just crazy. And she doesn't know how to, like, I would just have to work with her to control the crazy. I would have to make her feel very secure. Like, bitch, I'm not cheating on you.
Yeah.
Like, Jasmine.
Yeah, and then Nikki's just straight delusional.
Yeah, and I hate when she gets crazy. I hate it, and I can't stand it. But when she's pleasant, she's very pleasant.
She's funny.
She's hilarious. She's cute. She's funny.
Did you see that? Are you watching the Happy
No,
Ever After?
I need to. Okay, I will. Stop.
I showed you the video about her sucking the toes, right?
No, I sent that to you.
Oh, I didn't
realize that they did a new spinoff. So okay, I literally forgot.
New. It's been around forever.
Well, I forgot. Oh. I didn't. When you sent that to me, the text you sent me.
They're like 4 episodes in now, so you're behind.
Well, don't worry. I work on Monday, so.
Yeah, get up on that, girl.
My goodness.
Let's go ahead and get into the hot topics. Okay. The very first hot topic I want to talk about just happened right before this. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson is on this whole like trend right now.
What?
Of I guess like backpedaling because he's taking back that he had. We're not getting political. I'm just making a statement. That he had taken back his endorsement of Joe Biden. And, you know, he had his reasons and whatnot. And he said that for 2024, he doesn't have somebody that he's, you know, endorsing as of right now. Okay. Which, by the way, I think it's weird that celebrities are endorsing celebrities.
You have too much power.
That seems like the government's paying you to endorse them. Because think of it as a sponsorship. It's kind of like, we're sponsored by Apple. We're only using Apple. You know, it's kind of like, okay, like, they're endorsing us. You know
Don't
what I
like
mean?
that. Yeah.
Anyways, but he went out on the statement today too because obviously people were not happy with that. Okay, people were
Ooh.
obviously like, "Oh my gosh, that means that he's pro-Trump." It's like, dude, if you're
But he didn't
anti-Biden,
say that.
he didn't say. But every people also forget that there is a freaking
I'm a Green Party bitch.
Well, exactly, and then I'm like, okay, and then also, what's the name of the middle one that never wins? That JFK Jr. is going for, or Junior
Oh, I
is
know
going
you
for.
don't. I don't know.
Bitch, oh my God,
I'm not.
independent.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, there's also people
But
other
I
on the
don't like how
ballot.
people assign shit. But that's the internet for you, bitch.
That's people. It's like you're fucking dumb, bitch. If you say, oh, I don't like that camel color, that means that like,
You're
oh,
fucking you're transphobe.
it's literally that.
Like,
So, anyways, this is what he said in his. I don't even know where this came from, but I'm gonna read the article directly. It says today's cancel culture, woke culture, division, etc. That really bugs me. In the spirit of that, you either succumb to that and be what other people want you to be, or you be yourself and be real. And that might make people upset and piss people off, and that's okay.
Man, put that on a shirt,
dude.
Put that on the shirt.
I was like,
I ain't succumbing to nothing, bitch.
Before this episode had even aired, obviously, I had told her, I was like, I do have to address last week because that shit triggered me that people are saying this about me and that about me. And it's like, oh my God, like, just because I say fuck Joe Biden and I'm not voting for him, that just means, oh, I'm this, and this. It's like, no.
Oh, so you're pro-Trump.
Yes, that means I'm eating his asshole.
So you got a red hat in the closet, you bitch.
I'm wearing my MAGA hat out tonight to the country bar, girl.
No, you're not, because I am.
Girl, my MAGA hat stands for Make Asses Great Again.
MAGA got a Republican doctor.
Damn, we haven't heard that in forever. Anyways, I just thought it was so crazy that right before filming this, Dwayne The Rock Johnson had that statement released. I don't know from what article or what podcast or whatever the fuck, right?
Interesting.
But I was like, I
him.
agree. And there are people on the comments that are saying, oh, but cancel culture holds people accountable. But here's my thing. I agree.
Yeah.
It holds people accountable, but you get fucking backwards crazy when somebody like Dwayne The Rock Johnson says, I'm no longer endorsing Joe Biden, and you put words in his mouth.
And you put a period at the end of the sentence, but then they turn the period into a comma and say, well, I'm a Trump stan. Did you say that?
Girl.
I'm sorry. Cancel culture doesn't hold the people accountable. Cancel culture cancels people.
Well, also, and then cancel culture, in my personal opinion, is started by a miserable person who just wants fucking to hate on somebody. And to feel good about hating on somebody.
Yeah,
that's just it.
Shit up.
I'm sorry, but also, too, holding people accountable. If somebody did a mistake 10 years ago and they haven't repeated that mistake in 10 years, oh, let's dig it up from 10 years ago and hold them accountable. It's like, clearly they held themselves accountable, and they haven't done it again.
We change every day rapidly. We lose cells. We gain cells. Like, we're changing. We're evolving.
And cancel culture doesn't allow people to change. Because I'm telling you.
And that's the crazy part. Because I think I don't think it's common that people change dramatically, especially in their adult life. I do feel like, okay, like I said it before, like if a man's grown, like, bitch, he is who he is.
Yeah.
But people can change. It's like, okay, maybe not like in their dating aspect, but in their views.
But they could too.
Anything, people can change. Do they always? No. Can they?
Bitch, I'm addicted to food and I'm changing that. Like I've been doing it for 2 years now, you know? Like I'm changing that and I'm straight up addicted to food.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like, you know.
Bitch, people can change, and like you said, cancel culture doesn't allow or make room for people to change, but those people, they're keyboard, what do they call them?
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, that's what they call them.
Yep. I'm like, nope. Either which way, I don't give a fuck. And anyways, that's why I feel like we started this podcast
Zero
to end all that. Yeah.
Not a singular fuck is found on this couch.
I'm like, literally, because honestly, I feel like at the end of the day is we're all gonna say things, and I've said this before. This is probably my fourth time saying this on this goddamn podcast. Is every single person who talks shit on the internet probably has the most skeletons in their closet, and that's what bothers me.
Skeleton.
The thing that triggers me the most, and you know, I've heard this fucking quote before, is what's worse than a sinner is a hypocrite. And I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm like, get it tatted on me, because no.
I've never heard that, but honestly, I will call my tattoo.
We all fucking sin. We all sin. But hypocrisy, girl, that's up to some people.
We're living life, and this life is so like insane. Like, you're bound to sin.
Every time I feel like you're gonna get profound, you're like,
life is so insane. Like, man, that's as deep as I'm getting here. Okay, bitch.
All right, next up on the list, y'all, in devastating news, 99-cent stores are closing. And by the way, they started their liquidation sale today. Did you?
What time do they open tomorrow?
Girl,
I'm literally not kidding.
Girl, I don't know, 9. They're from 9 to 9.
I'm just curious.
I don't know.
To pop in and see what's going on, you know.
I kind of feel like bad about this because I do have to say every single time I kick with my nana, I always take her to a 99-cent store.
Did you tell her?
She's the one that told me.
Where should what sites is she on?
Girl, she is on that phone.
She's all
My
fucking.
nana's on her phone all day long playing fucking
Does she have
Yahtzee,
She has
bitch.
a Apple phone.
Yeah.
She
The
plays
fuck
Yahtzee.
did you think, bitch? She had a fucking Hoka phone?
I don't know. She plays Yahtzee.
You think that she had a fucking arthritis phone, bitch?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Like
She had a prune phone.
She has like a chip. She controls it with her eyes.
Yeah, she has a newer phone than I do,
she
bitch.
Plays Yahtzee.
Yeah, she
Love
loves
that.
Yahtzee.
I like Yahtzee, the game. I haven't played in years, but I like it.
I don't know because it reminds me of a word that I don't. Never mind. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. No, I'm just playing.
Paparazzi?
Yeah, that one. No, anyways, I do have to talk about this though because I feel things like this people are not paying attention to, but clearly America's trash. If the 99-cent store has to close down all 371 locations.
I was shook that that's all they had.
Well, because it's only open in California, Nevada, and Arizona. Yeah. They're not on, they're like people on the East Coast don't know anything about it. Yeah. But I'm like, clearly, and this leads me into my next thing, and I do have to go on a rant of this. I'm sorry, hear me out for a little bit, because it goes into McDonald's are now starting to lay people off, because here in California, I think this is just California only, that they are changing the minimum wage to $20 an hour. And I made a TikTok about this, and I didn't respond to people talking shit to me, but now is my chance to respond to people talking shit to me. Yep. I made a TikTok about it, and I had said, wait, if people are making $20 an hour at fast food, does that mean that the $2.50 McChicken's going to go up to $10? The Happy Meal's going to go up to $15? Like, I made a full joke about it. And of course, so many people were attacking me saying, people who work in the fast food industry deserve a living wage. And I'm like, absolutely, I agree. Did I ever say you didn't? Did I ever? Hold on. Let me. Hold on.
Yeah,
no, let me get to my point.
Yeah.
Because I was so fucking bothered because people misunderstood the whole entire thing. What I'm saying by that is when you start giving $20 to fast food employees, that means the food has to go up, which means the resources go up, which means everything around you goes up, which also means to other people. Sense, right? It's not common. Common sense is not common.
No.
So anyways, that means to other people whoever fucking has a brain will realize as soon as people start realizing, oh, fast food workers make $20 an hour. Let's put a fucking gallon of gas up to $7 a gallon, right? Oh, a gallon of milk. Let's put that up to $10. Everything starts going up and people think that they're doing something good by that. Guess what? This is how the yen now becomes, 1,000 yen is only worth $7. Do you know what I mean? But back in the day, 1 yen used to mean everything. You start going in this, people need to start doing their research and learning. As soon, bitch, give me $1 million a year.
But it just makes basic sense. If you're paying your employees more, what's going to happen? Oh, shit, your product needs to cost more. Yep. So you can bring more revenue to pay them more. It's like, no, it's not even political or fucking anything. It's just fucking logic.
It's literal logic. Also, you know these companies are scamming the fuck out of you guys. And I was like, I want to go.
Hella computers.
I went off on a tangent on this, I think, to her and to my other friends of like what people don't get to is that these companies are smart as fuck. They start installing these self-service, little kiosks.
Oh, man.
And then they cut off all their employees. So they raise the price of their burgers up to $10 and then they cut their employees in half. And then it's like, oh, all of a sudden you're ordering by yourself.
2 cooks in the back. Yeah, yes. You gotta pay them more, but you also got the 4 cashiers.
Exactly.
And the fucking person sweeping the lobby.
I lose my mind about this because people literally just because you make a TikTok saying like, oh, what the hell, this goes up. It's use a brain.
For you.
Use a brain.
You say anything that's on the news and they're gonna fucking,
I'm sorry, but the thing is, and going back to what I was saying, if you offer me $1 million a year, but then, my rent costs $950,000 a month, and then, a cheeseburger costs $1,000, what the fuck does the $1 million matter?
It's just basic logic. If you pay your employees more, your product price has to go up. And
then when your product price goes up, everything else goes up because people are leech and they scam on that.
Exactly. Oh, so you're charging $5 for your burger? Well, guess what? The cheese is going up, bitch.
Yeah. And then also, if you guys are smart and do your research too, here specifically in California, Gavin Newsom is obviously the one who signed this in, and don't get me started on him. Don't get me started on him. But
why
also,
are you talking politics? She fucking told us not to talk politics.
She told us not to. Okay, sorry. Oh my God, this ice chest is really good. It's keeping the drinks cold.
Snap back into your robot mode.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Gavin Newsom, right? He went out there and he said that he is Gaviner, girl, because he looks like a Gavin.
He's a Gavinator.
His name's Gavin.
I know. I know.
So I call
He's the
him
Gaviner.
I feel like I unintentionally called him Gaviner.
I know you did. And I was like, oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I know, it makes sense. Gaviner.
I know.
Anyways, he is the one who obviously signed this into effect. But what you guys don't realize is he's a fucking fraud. So literally, if you guys read his whole contract and people put him on blast for this, he said that you don't have to pay your employees $20 an hour. It's not considered fast food if you have an oven.
Triggered. Triggered.
Dude, in your establishment.
Pissed
And it turns out that Panera is lining his pockets, donating money to him. So therefore, he made this little loophole. So Panera, who has ovens, don't have to pay their employees $20 an hour.
I'd be livid if I worked in a motherfucking place with an oven.
Well, I'm livid that McDonald's is paying their employees $20 an hour because how do they make the cookies? It's not in an oven?
Oh, yeah, you're all...
How are the cookies and pies?
I'm a regular tote purchaser. Where the fuck are these cookies
I'm
coming
an
from?
avid cookie tote purchaser.
Yeah, you put me on. I didn't know that shit existed.
Oh, don't get me started on a cookie tote.
What else do you have? I'm curious.
I have a lot of things. Sorry to get political there. I'm
just because I know I got a long story to tell.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. We only have 2 things left.
Love that.
Y'all, JoJo Siwa is doing this whole rebrand,
Jeez
right?
Louise.
Have you caught up with her rebrand? Have you seen her rebrand?
I seen her dressed as a tinfoil character, and she was like, they were like, who should you have on your pod? I didn't know she had a podcast.
I know that either.
Love that. Good for her. Everybody needs a podcast. And she's like, oh, we'll do one of my ex-girlfriends to make it interesting.
Dude, I'm telling you, JoJo Siwa went from Bose to Butch overnight. From Bose to Butch.
She is extremely butch, and I'm not a fat bitch. Clearly, I know butch. Like if I was gay, I would be butch. I'm just like,
yeah.
But I told you, I was like, even though she was young, her whole bow phase was so creepy to me.
I heard she made bows.
Ma'am, she made money. Bose headphones.
Dude, that's how I know I'm buzzed. I said,
yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
I looked at you and said, I heard she made bows. I meant to say millions off of the bows.
Oh, that's how I was like,
I heard she made bows.
Ma'am, I was like, yeah, the headphones. Ma'am, she made money.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. It's just.
Wait, why did you think it was creepy?
I don't know. It was just
because she was a kid. Or she's still a kid to me.
I don't think she's creepy.
She's still a kid.
I think it was just crazy how I think it was just me, the idea of one person just monopolizing all this merchandise and just people eating that shit.
And what about that little boy Ryan's Toys cars?
I'm not saying it's, oh man, bitch, I literally was at Target the other day and he has a whole new launching of toys. I didn't even know
they had Happy Meals of him at Carl's Jr.
Ma'am, I've spent money on his products because
See?
they decided it was smaller. He used to eat that shit up.
I'm sorry, but I want to know about the parents. I'm sorry, but the ones who are exploiting their kids like that, because did you see that shit about Mama June? How she took all of Honey Boo Boo's money?
Right, from what I recall, Ryan's parents were cool. I think they lived in Texas for a while when they first started.
Did you know for 4 years in a row he was the top earner on YouTube?
Do you know that they also pimped the twin sisters out, his younger twin sisters? And
I don't know. I have never in my life seen one. I don't have no kids around
Emma,
me.
What's up, parents? Y'all see me?
I'm sorry, I don't, girl.
So they. Honestly,
I'll tell you who I've seen because every time I go over to Rose's house.
I don't know about Miss Rachel.
You knew it.
I don't because my
Miss
son's already
Rachel.
Big boy. I don't know nothing about Miss Rachel. I'm like, thank God,
sorry.
because my son's big now.
I'm sorry.
But when my son was little, yeah,
she triggers me.
He would eat Ryan up, and I'm like,
bitch. The other day I was at Rose's house and she had Miss Rachel playing, and Miss Rachel was telling the kids to take out their gum and put it on their parents. Stick it to your parents. Stick it to your parent. I'm like, why are you telling? First of all, why are you telling a kid to put their gum on the parent?
Is she? Not that I'm shaming. This is just a question. Is she lesbian?
No, I think she has. Rosa told me she has a kid and she has a teaching degree and everything. So
you can still be a lesbian.
No,
with a kid and a teaching degree. I'm like, it actually covers all the bases.
I'm sorry. That sounded okay. I'm sorry. That sounded really narrow-minded of me. I didn't mean it.
No, she has a kid and a teaching degree.
I didn't mean it like that. Sorry, because I failed to mention. I think that Rosa told me that she has a husband. Sorry, and I literally left that out.
Does. I don't know where I heard this. She was. I think it may have been the overalls that threw me off. I don't know, but I don't. I luckily.
You look like you'd wear overalls.
Oh, my son.
But you would look like Timberland.
Yeah, my son was in. No, I wouldn't wear overalls. It'd make my fupa look big as fuck. Bitch, you're gonna be fucked up.
It can't look any bigger, girl.
In overalls,
ma'am, that shit looks like 86 degrees.
Looking like a kangaroo. Blippi. My son was hardcore into Blippi.
You could hold a gun to my head right now. I don't know what Blippi is.
Oh, I guarantee you, people know what Blippi is.
I tell you what, I know Dora the Explorer. Can you spell?
Fuck you.
Okay, last hot topic. We're leaving from
what was that hot topic?
JoJo Siwa and her rebrand.
Oh, she's crazy.
Basically,
I like her. I think she's cool. I like her personality. I do.
She's not crazy.
Well,
she's trying to figure out how to grow apart from her younger audience because she's 20.
20.
Dude, so she's in that phase of like
she's cool though.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me get real right here. A lot of childhood stars get put into this box to where people think that they're going to be kids forever. Ariana Grande went through it. Miley Cyrus went through it. All these people, Demi Lovato, all these child stars, they grow up, right? And they're like, what the fuck? Like, I want to, like, I'm partying. I'm having fun. I'm hooking up. They want to sing about that. They want to talk about that.
I want to show my titties.
But then people start saying, oh my God, think of your audience. Bitch, they're grown with now. Me, bitch. Yes. So she's trying to have this whole rebranding thing as to where
But why are you dressing as Kiss though, girl?
Dude, I'm sorry, but everyone was calling her like Mankind and shit and saying that she's like literally like doing her WWE like debut. Yeah, not Mankind, Goldust.
I'm like
McFoley, girl. Not that being Genevieve's favorite character.
It literally is. And with the sock.
Yeah.
Socko.
Yeah, because he changed after that.
Bless my sister's heart.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
We support Down syndrome.
I'm literally peeing myself right now.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on to the last topic. I can't breathe.
I'm gonna pee. Stop. Okay, it's not even funny. It's not funny. I'm gonna fuck up my makeup. Stop.
Me too. If you guys only knew, it's an inside joke. We're not laughing at Down syndrome.
No, we're not. We're laughing at my sister.
I'm like, they're gonna think we're fucking laughing. No, bitch, I'm seeing black dots. Oh my God.
I'm squeezing my coochie close for dear life.
Dude, I'm literally seeing cookies and cream all around me.
Go ahead.
Woo!
Move on. Hurry. Move on.
Okay, the last hot topic, y'all, before we get into Jelly's fucking story, because I need to know this. Gypsy Rose was Okay, as you guys know, I know, dude. First of all, Gypsy Rose, even though she deleted social media, this bitch is fucking staying in the media, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, how is this going down? Gypsy Rose was spotted with her ex, and
oh my God.
She was engaged to him, and I didn't even know this, dude.
When?
She was engaged
During
to
jail?
him. Well, she was in jail. And, ma'am, first of all, how can Gypsy Rose get a husband and a fucking fiance in jail, and I can't even get one fucking man?
Ma'am.
I get El Pollo Loco Cholo fucking
get second dates out here, okay?
Yes. Like, what the fucking Gypsy Rose in jail is getting to?
Literally, extra mom.
Yes. And then she's out here like, maybe they're...
It's because men are dumb.
For real.
God.
Anyways, so she was spotted out with her ex, right? The one who she was engaged to. But supposedly, according to TMZ, it is platonic as of right now. There's nothing romantic going on. They're just kicking it.
Yeah, but you don't hang out with your ex.
Thank you.
Bitch.
Also,
you get a friend is what you get.
Absolutely. And I'm so sorry, but I have to go on a limb here and say clearly the D was not fired because she's hanging out with the ex. And then second of all, there are reports being put out there, and I think that it came from y'all don't quote me on this, I don't have a quote, but TMZ, I was reading TMZ. There are reports out there that he said he doesn't like that she is spending so much time with her dad, that she wants to spend more time with her dad than him, so that's why they obviously are getting a divorce now.
The husband.
Okay. My whole thing is, and I thought this from the get-go.
Didn't know she had a dad.
Yeah, the dad was like there for her trial and everything. I just think he wasn't really there in her life during the time, but then as soon as she did what she did to the mom.
She did what I wish I would have done.
Literally, he was like cheering her on. He's like, woo!
She was abused.
Fuck Dee Dee. Okay, sorry. Whoa, that's too much.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. girl. Anyways, my whole thing is what the fuck did you expect? This young girl was locked up for 8 years.
She's not ugly. She's not hot, but she's not ugly.
Okay, well, we didn't need all those details, girl.
No, I mean, like,
we're not fucking Tyra Banks, bitch.
She wants to get out and live her life, girl.
Oh, not us over here. You are not hot. Next. Or what did she used to say? Fucking America's Next Top
Like,
Model.
you're also not ugly, so it's okay. Like, we're all in the same boat here.
Wait, hold on. What was Tyra Banks' thing from America's Next Top Model?
Calling everybody fat.
No, I know that, but remember when I'm holding 2 cards in my hand, and Samaya, you are ugly.
No, she wouldn't call him ugly.
No, I'm just kidding. Ma'am, she has
you
fucking...
are not America's Next Top Model. That's what she would say.
Bitch, whatever. Anyways, my whole thing about this is how do you expect somebody fresh out of jail to just want to go back into jail with you and be committed to you? Like, she has a life to live too. But I do have to say, in her part, she's fucking dumb, because why would you even commit yourself to somebody fresh out of jail? That's stupid.
She didn't. How old is she?
I think our
28?
age. No, I think our...
Siri,
Gypsy, you said that you're
I know.
Gypsy Rose.
I think she's
July of 91.
Oh, she's 32.
Yes.
Oh, never mind, Siri.
Wait, hello, we did a whole short about this
I
and
know,
everything.
literally. I was like, we did our research.
Yeah.
She's wild for that.
Yeah, don't marry, like, you know you're getting out of jail. Don't do that. Like, I don't know.
Not hanging out with her ex, bitch. What?
I'm sorry, but I feel bad for the guy.
She was talking to all her guys in jail. Because how do you have your ex on call? After you got married, girl.
Low key, if I was Gypsy Rose, I would have came up out of jail and started OnlyFans. The bitch would have made
I was waiting
millions.
for her OnlyFans.
She would have made millions, girl. Millions.
Said that. We talked about it.
We did?
I'm going to go pee real quick, and then we're going to tell the story.
Okay, then we're going to get into Jelly's hot mess of a day. And we're back. And we are ready to hear Miss Jelly's ginger date story. This is your first time going on a date with a ginger, huh?
With a white man.
Your first wasn't white? I feel like he was white.
He was half Mexican.
Oh, okay.
This man was
white.
Yeah, capital H.
He had orange freckles, ginger
he had
beard.
a red beard.
Yeah.
Okay, who's ready? Here we go.
Let's hear it.
Okay,
so you matched with him on Bumble.
We matched on Bumble. And usually on Bumble, the woman has to message first.
So what enticed you to this man?
Like, dead ass, we've been talking about, like, we're gonna get on our white man thing, because we keep saying, like, oh, I want to be with a white man, like, you know, try white man.
Well, I've never really been. My ex technically is,
but not American white.
But yeah, he's not American.
So like, and honestly, low-key, I did think he had picture, like, he was tatted. He wasn't like white, like, he was all, his body was tatted. He had a big beard. He was bald. He had like a chain, and I was like, okay, he's like cultured white, like, fuck it, you know. And I was like, okay. And I had matched with him, and on Bumble, the woman has to message first, but if you pay, you can message a woman first, and he had messaged me, and what he said was, a fellow Cancer, or something like that. He was like, oh, a fellow Cancer. And
that's the first red flag.
Yeah, I'm like, how
if a straight man's into astrology.
Yeah, your first thing is my sign.
Ugh.
And then I messaged him back like, oh, 7/13 here, because my birthday is, you know, the 13th. And then he was like,
did he say East Coast Standard or Pacific Coast Standard?
This is where it started, because he said, do you know your big three? I learned what the big three was about 5 months ago from Timothy here. Didn't know you had a sun rising and moon rising.
I still don't know
solar
at
panel.
all.
Didn't know those things existed.
Is it Tesla?
Literally. And so Tim told me, and I'm like, a Pisces rising based off whatever. Tim taught me all that.
She's a Cancer and a Pisces rising.
This man asked me my big three off the jump, and I was like, and I literally was like laughing my ass off. Not me learning what that was from my gay friend.
You should have wrote back big three kinks.
Yeah. And then okay, so like the conversation went on. We were talking on Bumble for a minute about just like, it was nothing memorable, like regular shit. And then I think maybe 2 days later we might have switched to text. And I was like, fuck it. Like, I thought he was hot. So I was like, fuck it. You know, one thing about me, I'm what? Impulsive. And so like,
well, I was like, do I say impulsive or a body person? Because when she says he's hot,
oh no, I was like attracted to his body. Like, I was like, oh, he's like, he has a nice body.
no, honestly, like the 2 times that I got DP'd, double penetrated, and then my prolapse asshole came out, that's what this man's face looked like. Just letting you guys know.
But he had a nice body. Like, he did.
He had a very nice body, but that face, y'all. Do you guys know the actor who plays Hellboy? The actor who plays Hellboy.
He does look like that.
Who Ron Perlman, I think his name is.
Low-key, he looks like.
Is it Ron Perlman?
Yes, it is.
Hey Siri.
He was also in Anarchy.
Who plays Hellboy? Ron Perlman.
But
He looks like
a
him.
slightly younger version, but definitely Ron Perlman vibe. Yeah. And he was bald, like shiny bald. Like I rubbed his head, it was bald, and he had a big ass red beard. And so we're messaging, and like he has to meet up, and I was like, well, I'm like, and so we ended up meeting like a week after. We met this week, which I
like how you every time she tells stories, this bitch. He has to meet up, and so I'm like, and then we met a week. I'm like, you literally, you put the 4 times speed on it.
I'm gonna remember all the important shit.
He has to meet up, and I'm like, so next week we meet up. I'm like, man, no sense.
So like he has to meet up, and I wasn't available right then. So then we met up like the week later, which was earlier this week, right? The texting, okay, so right off the bat, like we're chatting, and he's like, oh, I'm from Detroit. So I start calling him Big D. Like, yes, I get like the sexual connotation behind that, but I was dead ass.
Jumped ahead before the whole meeting because you forgot.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not gonna put his whole Instagram out there, but
that and then don't say his Instagram name.
I'm not gonna say it.
But
he just refers to himself as Daddy. That should speak volumes to you. Like, just from, like, when I seen that, I was like, oh. Like, he refers to himself
She told me that,
daddy.
and I was like, this is the biggest narcissist I've ever seen.
Yeah, if you refer to yourself as Daddy. And so, he didn't tell me his
And you're in your 40s.
But it was, he's 42.
Yeah.
He's 42. And he was a Cancer as well, but he's a June Cancer. And... What am I missing?
Unsolicited.
That's what I'm about to get at.
Well, you skipped ahead to meeting, girl. So I'm like...
So, when I started calling him Big D, because he told me he was from Detroit, I would call him Big D. And literally, dead ass, he sent me a fucking full-on dick pic.
Yeah.
And then, because I called him Big D, but I was just trying to be, like, funny.
Yeah.
I did not expect a dick pic.
He sent that shit he wanted you to be like, oh, yeah, so it's true.
He was like, see for yourself. And he did have a nice penis. It was pink, but it was like, I was like, oh, okay. But also, I'm like, why are you, like, you're a slut. Like, I read the slut vibes.
Yeah.
I picked him up. And I was like, it's okay. I'm not slut shaming you.
Well, you opened the door with the Big D thing.
Yeah, I was just trying to be funny, but I did not expect a dick pic.
Whoa, clearly.
And so we're chatting, and like before we met, one day he was like, I don't know what he said, but I was like, oh, I just came from the gym. He's like, oh, whatever. And he's like, I'm proud of you, which I was like, you're weird. And he sent me $50 on Apple Pay, and I was like, oh. And he was like, go get lunch, and I was like, oh. Because I was like, I already read slut vibes. Like, you're sending me dick pics. I was like, you're a slut. Like, the seriousness is gone. Like,
clearly.
You're daddy and you're sending dick pics. And this has been 4 days in the making. Like, you're a slut. But you're going to send me money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll entertain it.
Yeah.
So then I entertain it. And then eventually he does want to meet. So we did meet. We met earlier.
Ma'am. So I'm just saying you guys.
Oh, he sent me another video.
Hold on. I just want to let you guys know I interject so much in her stories because she leaves out so many details because I know these details. I don't know from when they met. No,
but I told you. Like, I knew everything before
they met. That's why I'm like, you're missing out so many details. So I apologize to interject, but I'm like, dude, you're forgetting so much. Because all the red flags of how this person was.
So also was that he sent me the pic and I literally was like, I responded. I was like, oh, LOL. What did I say? I don't remember what I said.
Fuck about that. Out of the blue, he sends her.
So like one of the following days, I don't know what we were talking about, and I have not sent him anything other than he's asked for pictures, and I sent him shit off my Instagram, right? Like regular ass pictures.
Yeah.
He sends me a video of cameras here, and he's, and the fucking nut comes out. And I literally replied, oh, did that feel good? Like, I was like, whoa. Like, I was like.
Yeah.
Didn't send him any type of news. I was fully clothed in every picture I sent him. Like, and I was like, oh. But I read the room, and I was like, oh, okay. And literally, once he sent me the money, we had a little conversation where I was, like, making jokes about money.
I'm so sorry. Can I go back? I'm sorry. These are just details that I have to mention.
Yeah, I literally forgot all this.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So she said, wow, hope that felt good or something. Oh! And he said, yeah, just had to get it out. She saved the video, and it was from a year ago.
Because if y'all don't know, let me put y'all on game. If somebody sends you a picture, you save it. And you go to your camera roll, you look at it, swipe up, it tells you all the info. If you're lucky, you'll get a location, but you're going to get a date and time that video was recorded or photographed. This shit was from May of 23.
And he said that
sent
he
it to
just
me
had
last
to get
week.
it out.
He said I had to get it out. And I'm
Yep.
like, okay, so you're 42 and don't know shit about the iPhone.
Yeah, clearly
Goddamn.
we know what's up
But
over
honestly,
here.
that's a trick that a lot of people don't know. So, girls, if somebody sends
You're
you
welcome.
a photo,
You're welcome.
yeah, a little iPhone tip for you. If you receive
No, I was
a photo,
telling you you're welcome.
Oh, well, you Tim taught me. You save it, and then you go to your photo roll and swipe up, and it tells you as
Put
much
you on
information
blast.
as you're able to get out of that picture.
Yeah.
And he's so dumb. He did send me pictures with locations on them.
But like to sit there and
Fucking
say
idiot.
just had to get it
Yeah,
out
and
because he
literally-
thought you would eat it up like oh.
Man, and the first thing I did was save it and go look at the date.
Yeah.
It was May of 23.
Because we're
and
nosy
this bitch
as
sent it to
fuck.
me in April of 24. And I'm like, ma'am. So, okay, so right away I'm like, okay, he's a slut. Like, but then he sent me money and he was talking about how much money he has. He was bragging. This motherfucker even told me, red flag alert, guys. I get it. Where's our fucking red flags that I bought?
Dude,
Don't know.
Yeah.
But literally one time we were talking, I don't know what we were talking about, but we were talking about like exes and shit. And he was like, yeah, I know about exes. The last one got put on a hold because they tried to unalive themselves. And he was like, that's how good the D is. And I literally said, ma'am.
When she told me that, ma'am, I'm all, girl, you're going to fuck up the audio if it's sideways because it goes this. I was like, girl. When she had told me that, I was like, girl, this is how you know. Like,
I replied to him. I said, it's not your dick. You're just dealing with mentally unwell people.
And then obviously he's mentally unwell too.
Well, him too. And he was like, haha, you're right. And he was like, and I was like, oh no, if like I want to leave, he could leave. Like no tears dropped here. And he's like, no, I want a woman to need me. So it's just we're just getting the red flags. We're just collecting them at this point. But he did give me $50, so I was like, let's see how many $50 more I can get, right? And I did think he was hot, so I was like, fuck it, let's entertain it. But I knew what was going on. Like, very early on, he started being sexual and like talking about my body and stuff.
And the
so
things
I'm
he
like,
was saying,
I'm like, within 3 days, I seen your cock. 4 days, I seen you, popping a load. Like, so we ended up meeting for Taco Tuesday, right? We meet at a restaurant, and we go in. He's in there. I'm on the phone with him, of course, and I'm like, bitch, he's right there. I see him. He's walking in. Like literally, he's walking in. I was like, okay, bitch, I'm gonna text you. Like I'm gonna go in, and I go in, and like I go in, bitch, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go pee, and he's like, and I was like, I'll find you, and he's like, yeah, you can't miss me. Okay, so
what does that mean though?
Like you're just so out of touch. Yeah, you can't miss me.
Was he like so tall or something?
He's tall like as you.
Oh.
But like he just thinks he's that guy.
Dude, he's just so full of himself.
Oh man. So then we go and like he's cute. Like I like the way he's dressed. He has his little sneakers on. Like he's cute, right? He's like an older white man, but he's like an older white man with swag, if you will.
Yeah.
And so we sit down and we're chatting. He tells me because he told me he has a business, but I didn't like ask what kind. He tells me that he is a life manifestation coach. And then he proceeds to, and I was like, and I dead ass said, people pay you for that? A dead ass. And he's like, yeah. And then he tries to tell me, because all your trauma, and I said, sir, dead ass. These are like word for word. I said, you ain't gonna pull that shit on me.
But hold on though, does he have like a degree in like psychology or something?
I said, do you have childhood trauma? I dead ass asked him that. And he was like, yeah. And I said, but low-key, we all have our own trauma. We all have trauma. It's just on degrees. But who's to say mine's is worse than yours? It's what you perceive it as. And so then I was like, oh no, and literally, I was like, so you're a scammer. And he laughed and he was like, haha.
It low-key sounds like a scam though, because look, I get it, like life coach are people who are gonna help you, plan things out and all this, but life manifestation coach, like what do you
but other than that,
yeah, I was like, girl, but that's besides the point.
But I was like, okay, like you wanna send money. I was like, let's see what's going on. Like like fuck it. Like I don't take you serious. I knew from the jump. I knew when I went there, I didn't take this full serious.
Of course. Well,
like,
clearly.
I literally fucking drank me a tall can, had my sister drop me off, and I was like, bitch, let's go.
Yeah.
And I was like, be on standby, bitch, because I'm gonna need a ride. And because I was like,
dude, I did. That's what telling her too. I was like, I'll literally pick you up.
I was like, I'm not having this fool drop me off because he can't know where I live.
Hell no.
So, and it was near my house. So I was like, fuck it. I had me a drink because I'm not gonna go sober. Sorry, not sorry. And we're just having dinner. It was cool. Like we eat. He's very. He wants to show me his Beamer. He wants to show me the house he had. Like he's showing me literal videos. And by this
Oh
point, like I
my
was like, oh,
god.
I get it.
A
Like
man who you're meeting up with for the first time wants to show you his Beamer in his house.
literally showing me pictures of him. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. And I'm just like, okay. And then like we're drinking.
I'm sorry, I can't with like anybody who does that. You're insecure as fuck.
And mind you, I drank, and then when I got there, we ordered Cadillacs, and then we finished those. And the one thing, honestly, the one plus about him, this bitch was ready to drink. Like we were
and
drinking.
pay.
And he paid for everything. Like honestly, that's the
Thank
man.
you.
I got paid $50 to go on this date. I didn't pay for shit. You know what I mean? This is how I'm
Well,
looking at
no,
it.
yeah.
That's how I'm looking.
You got $50 and
a date. You
and
know, like fuck it. And so he's paying, and then like he's ordering another drink, but on top of that, he's ordering shots. So I was like, bitch, let's go. Like, bitch.
How many shots did you have?
At the restaurant, we had 2 Cadillacs and then a shot of like Don Julio or something. I don't remember. And then he was like, "Do you want it?" And then mind you, like the conversation is just mostly him. How did I forget when he fucking called me about the conspiracy theories when I was high? Remember, I texted you and I was like, "This bitch just called me," and I was high, so I answered.
Yeah, I thought you were avoiding that whole thing.
Oh no,
because I would, ma'am. I remember more of the beginning of the story than you did. So I'm like, ma'am, I already knew that. I just thought you were avoiding it. The thing about me
is when it's gone, on to the next. Like I forget that whole chapter.
Yeah.
Like he's very narcissistic, and I knew early on because one time he called me like. I never met him, but we
already established that he's fucking narcissistic,
absolutely.
Girl.
And he was just like talking, and we were on the phone for like 15 minutes, and he just wouldn't. I did not have a chance to say anything, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so this is about you." Like that's when I figured out.
Clearly, everything.
So like at dinner, I was like, "Okay, we're chilling," and then he was like, "You want to go somewhere else?" So fuck it, we hopped in an Uber and went like 5 minutes away to I don't know a bar, and we were chilling, we were drinking, and then we started getting like feelsy because I was like, "Lucky he's hot."
Because the drinks were kicking in.
One thing about me is with drinks and men, we gon' party. Like, and I was like, oh, okay. So we're like, kissing, drinking. Man, we were drinking. It was a Tuesday. And
it's going up.
I was
on a Tuesday.
Man, on a Tuesday. Was Drake in that bitch, okay? Like, we were drinking. And I remember we were like fucked up. I remember just talking more, and it was like nonsense conversation, just dragged out.
Okay, okay, get to the juice. I'm like, ma'am, okay, come on.
So then I remember, what's the big deal? Okay, so I remember we're getting all handsy, and he's like rubbing on me, and like we're like making out shit, and then he was like, first he kept bragging about his money and how much shit he has, right? So then I was like, I feel like you should pay me for my company and sex. I was like, maybe it was the 4 fucking margaritas, 2 tequila shots, and 12 White Claws, maybe. But I was like, bitch, I will bang him because he's hot. And if you want to throw money at me, like, why not, right?
Yeah.
And also, I was drunk as fuck. So I was like, I feel like you should pay me for my time and my sex. And he was like, okay, how much do you want? And I was like... I said, let's fucking go. And so then
wait, so did you tell him a price?
No, I didn't. Like I just started laughing, but I was like, and so
because you had to think about this. You're like,
yeah,
wait.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, gotta go pee. And so then I remember being like, like we were lit, and mind you, I was like ready to go home. Like I didn't have to drive. So one thing about me, if I don't have to drive,
I know, dude. That's my problem too. When I don't have to drive,
it's like something inside of me thinks that I'm Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have got this fucked up on a date, but you gotta understand from the gate.
You already knew it was.
I didn't take it serious. Like I was like, oh, this guy's hot. Let me go fucking hang out with him. Didn't take it serious, and I don't care. You're not gonna shame me because men hang out with women all the time for like sexual intention.
Shaming you, girl. We support you over here, girl.
So, bitch, I was fucking lit, and I remember being in line, and I'm like having to pee, and I was doing the dance.
And he's right there. I know the dance.
He's right there, and like he's making me laugh. He's like grabbing me right here, like pinching my fat, and like I'm like, oh my god. I had baby blue jeans on. They were baby blue Levi's.
You squirted.
And I like peed a little bit in the line, so like it was okay. My jaw's fucked up, okay, and I like.
Man, I've been there before too.
And so I have pee right here, and I'm like, oh my god, or like we're laughing, it's all funny and fun and games, haha, kiki. Okay, so that's like, and eventually I remember like, okay, going pee, but I'm like, okay, I'm ready to leave now.
Yeah, because you're tipsy, like whatever.
And I pissed on myself, so I was like, okay, call my fucking ride home, and like it was like we said goodbye, like whatever, nothing crazy. The next day, he texts me later on in the day, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" Whatever, and like we're chatting. He's like being sexual again, like wanting to have sex.
Oh,
and, like,
because he didn't hit it that first date, so
no,
he
yeah,
was
because
like
we were just like being like kissing and like feeling on my
handsy.
booty and
Yeah.
shit. And so he's like hitting me up like, "Oh, you should come over, whatever." But and I was like, "Yeah, but you're gonna pay me."
Period.
And he was like, "Yeah, I will." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then also, and then he's like, and I was like, "Okay, this is what I want. I want this amount of money, and you're gonna wear a condom, and this, and this bitch replies, well, I'm not. Why would I wear a condom?" And I was like, "Boy." I was like, "You sending me fucking jack off videos in the first 48 hours. Why would you not? Why? Like I'm the fact that I'm
Why
even
would
kissing
he?
you in the mouth.
Why would he think that he wouldn't though?
Thank you." And he was like, "Why would I wear?" And I was like, the fact that that's your response is so, like, bitch, lie, say okay, and then try to get out of it in the fucking. I was like, ugh. So then, bitch.
Ew.
So I was like,
I hate him.
and I was like,
but I could tell by his face I hated him.
"Ma'am,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you can." And I was like, "Why would I risk it?" And he was like, "Bye," and he got an attitude. And so then I'm like, "All right, bye." Later, and like that was it. Later, this fool feels the need to send me a video that I did not know was recorded. Of me in the line fucking laughing Kiki with piss on my pants because
And he recorded the piss.
he recorded it and then he sent it to me with the word tragic. Bitch, when I say triggered, I mean triggered. I was lit automatically.
Ma'am,
I didn't even reply. I blocked him.
We should honestly go like hit him with my car.
Ma'am, I know where he lives. The location was attached to the photos. Don't play. He sent me photos with the location, the apartment attached. And yeah, so after like he was like, "Why would I wear a condom?"
Why?
And he was like, "Bye."
Hold
and
on.
I didn't
No.
reply.
I have questions.
Go ahead.
As a man, well, you can't answer this because
Yeah.
obviously, why as a man and in your 40s would you even? Well, not even that too. Okay, so let me take that as a man. Whatever. First date. Period. Okay.
Oh yeah.
First date. Why would you record someone?
Why would you record somebody like? You're just we drank the same amount. Like we're both lit, bitch. It's not that I'm fucked up and I can't handle myself because I was fine.
I don't give a fuck what. Even if you were blacked out drunk, why would you record
somebody and then send it to them and say tragic, bitch? The same tragic bitch you wanted to fuck without a condom.
Yes, and then literally still the next day hitting you up saying that he wants to hit it.
Yeah. And now I'm tragic, but you want to stop talking to me. So you have the
audacity to call you tragic. You know what it is, bitch? Is he wants to belittle people so much. He wants to degrade them because it makes him feel superior.
Oh, 100%.
Like he wants to feel up here. He's God. He's God.
He told me vividly, verbatim. He was like, "I like women who listen to me."
And he felt the need to call you tragic to fucking make you feel insecure as fuck.
Like, yeah, ma'am. Did you think I did? I was just like,
girl, I've pissed my pants in a fucking hotel in New Orleans, girl.
Oh, man. After the like,
and I mean hotel in the lobby.
After the whole like, he was like, "Why would I use a condom?" And he's like, "Bye." I was like, "Bye, bitch." And then like an hour later, he sent the video because he probably was like,
because you didn't feed into it.
Because
you didn't feed into
sitting there sulking in his thoughts like this fucking bitch.
Yep.
And he sent the video of me
to make you feel like
low
shit.
Key. It was so low key, the video. Like I swear to God, I remember the night, but I had no clue I was being recorded.
Well, because I'm pretty sure you would have been like, "Why the fuck are you recording me?"
Yes, I would have been like, "What are you doing?"
This is why I tell her, and I'm so sorry. People call me a mom. I'm sorry. I support you in your hoe. Go girl hoe. But I get scared. Like I genuinely do, because I'm like,
well, these
this
people
man
are cynical.
This man could have literally put a roofie in your shit and
100%.
And girl,
I would have been done.
Literally, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, but oh man.
But I just thought it was so funny that the fact that you wait and then send that after because you're triggered. And
did you respond to that?
No, I blocked him immediately. After that.
Good.
After that, when he said bye, I was like, "Bitch, bye. Like, you're going to text me tomorrow.
You're a little bitch."
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But when he sent that, I was like, "Oh, you're a big bitch, not a little bitch." I was
That's like invasion of privacy, though, to do that.
And then
like,
to have the audacity
to
call me tragic, but then you're mad because I won't let you fuck without a condom, but I'm tragic.
Yeah.
Who's fucking tragic here, bitch?
I'm sorry.
Who's tragic?
I'm sorry.
Ma'am. But I was like, "Hey, $50 and I got lit." I was like, "Fuck it."
Is your face in the video?
No.
Okay.
It's like my back, and then like it's like low because he was having his phone low. It's low. I mean, I don't give. Even if my face isn't, I don't care. Like I was fucking. I don't care.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, cause
Oh, he's a loser. He's a fucking loser.
if you ever wanted to be that type of person, to be like, I'm gonna post this shit or like
bitch,
whatever,
post
you
it
know.
and tag my fucking podcast, bitch. Bitch. But I just thought it was so funny how after I told you, like, I'm the same tragic bitch that you're mad that you can't fuck without a condom.
Yeah.
You're nasty. Bitch, you sent me your cock and you sent me your jack off video in 3 days.
Yeah.
I didn't send you not a lick of nudes.
But you're tragic, girl. You're tragic.
Isn't that hilarious?
Girl.
So no more white men. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the point
Well,
of the story.
I think, yeah.
It's just, honestly, what it was we seen the red flags right off the brim, and then, like, 2 days in, he sent me money, and I was like, oh.
Because you thought, like, hey, like,
I was like, fuck it, bitch. Like, I see what it is. I can read a room, but also, like, if you're going to throw money at me, I'll, like, pretend I don't see it for a minute. See how far I can get with it. But then once he recorded me, I was like, you're a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. And I'm sure your daddy's a bitch, too.
For real.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. Well, if somebody ever refers to himself as daddy.
In their Instagram name.
In their Instagram handle, go ahead and run. If they're a manifestation coach, go ahead and run.
If you're literally...
If you're showing somebody your car via your phone,
yeah,
go ahead and run.
Yeah. It's... Oh, man. Clearly, he has some type of thing that he wants to belittle 100%. People.
Tragic. I don't know what triggered me so mad, because I even called you. Well, I didn't tell you about it, but I was like, bitch, I'm mad.
Okay, hold on. This bitch dead ass. So first of all, on Wednesday, I think this happened Thursday, bitch. Because Wednesday, the next day after the Tuesday, she started telling me a little bit. I said, stop. Don't tell me, because I said, bitch, I gotta know it for the podcast, right? And then I think Thursday that had happened, she was like, bitch. I was like, save it for the podcast, bitch. I need my raw, authentic.
I was mad.
Yeah.
That did trigger me, because I was just like, the audacity, bitch. Like, because I'm like, first of all, you're mad that I just said, no, I'm not gonna fuck you without a condom. But then you send a video and call me tragic when I was fucking in line to pee, and I was so lit that I laughed and pissed myself. Bitch, try again. Ugh. And telling me your fucking ex said they were gonna unalive themselves so they were in a mental hospital. Girl,
I hate him.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, so he's blocked. He's done.
Good. Anyways, on that note, I'm so sorry. We are 10 minutes over. This is the one and only time that we were on a schedule, so we do gotta cut this a little bit short. If you guys have made it this far in the motherfucking video, is there cowboy boots?
There's a smiley face with a cowboy hat.
Put a little cowboy hat on there, and
put y'all
send Jelly her well wishes and tell her don't fucking meet up with people after fucking 5 days, like, cause they're weird.
Yeah, we'll see y'all in Vegas.
Yes, we will. We will catch you guys next week. Peace out, Girl Scout.